on First Take if it were not for him. Yeah. And that's why it doesn't matter what's going on or whatever. Me confronting you man to man is entirely different than what I'm going to say in front of the camera. I will defend myself in front of anybody. Yeah. But in terms of me going on the attack, no, I'm very personal with shit like that. I will roll right up on you.
Something like you have to go to Atlanta.
Exactly. That was wild too. That was wild because I mean, listen, I'm a reporter and I got a job to do. And listen, we all from the streets. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the people think it's about getting your whose ass can you whip? No, it's not. It's about what you willing to take an ass whipping for. Where do you stand on your principles?
That one. Right.
See what I'm saying? And so it's not a matter of whether you can beat somebody, whether you can fight somebody or whatever. It's about the fact you ain't backing down when you know you're right. Yeah. And in the case of Allen Iverson, that was many years ago, knowing the love that I have for this man. That's my little brother. He was hurt over what I wrote. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't realizing I really didn't say anything. Yeah. I was really saying you got to stop partying. And you got to focus on what you got to do. That's all I really said. I gave no details. But other cats got in his ear. We hadn't spoken because he departed from the 60s. He was gone for 8 months. And then I'm in Atlanta one day, and they were like, yo, man, you know, I was on my way to Atlanta, rather. They were like, yo, man, you know, you got to stay out of that city. Hey, out there. And, you know,
that's how they talk to me.
You got to stay out there. And he looking for you. Yeah. And if him and the crew find you, and I like, what? Yeah. So
that sounds like I
moved up that flight. Yeah. I moved up that flight, and I rolled to Atlanta looking for him, and we found each other, and I will tell you that changed because when I saw him and I spoke to him, I never felt so bad in my career. Yeah. What happened is he looked me dead in the face. He said, I don't give a shit about the article, man. Is that it was your name. It was you. He said, that's what hurt me. It's exactly, I don't care what anybody says.
Somebody
true
else
or false, whatever. He said it was because it was you. And I said, I feel you. But what did I say? Read the article. I really didn't say anything. But I understood at that moment in time how much love he had for me. And how that I was capable of hurting him. And I didn't know that. And so when it was like that, I just said to myself, you know something? I understand it's a rare moment in this industry, but our relationship is on a different level. And so he's the kind of person that I can, or rather I'm the kind, for him, I'm one of the few people on the planet that can pull him aside and tell him anything. Yeah. Talk to him about anything because of the relationship, the brotherhood that we got. He's like a little brother to me. So because of that, it's like, all right, hell with all of this journalism stuff or whatever, it's with me and him. And from this day forward, anything that I say is going to be to him. Yeah. I got nothing to say about him unless it's to him. Yeah. And so from that point forward, you know, he retired thereafter. We talk at least 2-3 times a month. He's always calling me, and I'm always calling him, checking up on each other. And that's our relationship.
Yeah, we love our life. One more thing before we move on to the next. With being what's going on with everything with Skip and Cher and everything, would you want to work with Skip again now?
No, but it has nothing to really do. Seriously, it has nothing to do with it.
Wait. That was a strong no.
But that has nothing to do with Skip. Okay. Look, yo, fellas.
I mean, listen, not to cut you off. I know it's contracts and everything. So everything was clear out there. And y'all had the opportunity to work today. No.
Would you send somebody to work with Skip?
Yeah, but I want to hear his reason why not.
All right.
My life has moved in a different direction. I'm not just the host of First Take. I'm the executive producer. I got my own production company. I got my own podcast that I own and operate. I'm doing a little acting these days. I got a recurrent role on a soap opera, General Hospital. Yeah. I mean, I never tried. I never took an acting lesson in my life. I need to. I need help. But the point is that I'm doing a lot of things now, and it's important to me to do that on my own now. When I think about me on First Take, I honestly view myself as somebody that's facilitating success for a whole bunch of people that I'm bringing on the show. I got mine. Yeah. And so because I got mine and I was able to accomplish and do what I do, I'm out to do different things now. If you notice, I brought that cat, Kenny Beecham, that's got his own spot on YouTube right now as a basketball guru. I'm looking for young talent that I'm going to bring on and stuff like that. I see people that work for ESPN, Ryan Clark, Marcus Spears, and others. I'm looking at their success. Well, it grew on First Take in part. And so for me, knowing the executives, having the relationships that I have, speaking of for cats, you see ladies like Monica McNutt and Kimberly Martin and others, and Mina Combs and people like that. Dan Orlovsky even. It's not just the brothers. It's black, it's white, it's male, it's female. Molly's still with me on First Take. I'm looking at myself as a person that's going to do everything that I can to set up opportunities, not just for people who are there with me, but folks want to come up. You, one day, you're going to be there. You know, if I can have anything to say about it, I'm just looking for opportunities. I'm looking at y'all. I'm looking at everybody. Cam knows, you know, you roll up on me, yo, man, I need your advice. I need your, here it is, no problem.
Welcome, everyone, to the last game of this outstanding season. A decisive single-game NBA Finals. Joined by Hall of Famer Grant Hill, NBA champion Steve Smith, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Hey, Allie.
Well, Brian, the Heat are united. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, it's not about stats with these guys, and that's so unique. You can talk about it, you can teach it, you can rant as much as you want, but this league is based on celebrating a lot of other things, and rightfully so. But ultimately, it's about winning.
There it is. Thanks, Allie. And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, they've got Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley out there with Anthony Edwards, then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Moore in at the 3. And for Miami, Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Butler out there with Kevin Love.
I looked at it when Max left First Take. The very next week, he was on 2 different shows on ESPN. So
Zeller in the center position. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. So the Timberwolves win the tip.
Slot on ESPN with another job, or was you
outside
like,
Edwards.
figure it out?
I absolutely knew that he had landing spots.
Here's Moore.
Butler
covering.
Spots, and I don't like talking about it too much because people
shot
try
clock
to
at
make
5.
it into something that it isn't. I do not dislike.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot.
Jimmy Butler. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Wendell Moore.
We had reached our limit. I thought that the show was stale and it needed a change with us. I was even willing to leave First Take if you wanted to keep him there and let him do First Take. I knew that we together would not win. And because of that, I let them know this is what I feel.
That free throw misses.
What you want to do, you keep him, you keep me, you move him, you move me, whatever decision you make. But I'm telling you where I stand, fully aware of the fact that once they made that decision, he was going to be all right. He had his dollars. He had his contract. He wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't going anywhere. And so to me, it was all about me making it clear I didn't want to work with him anymore because I didn't believe we could win together anymore. And the discomfort and all
and
that other
Miami's
stuff,
ball.
it really didn't matter to me because I had told him this to his face.
Up top, Lowry.
On many occasions. He understood exactly
Hero.
what I told him.
Episodes myself. Would you explain?
That's right. And I told him.
Do you think he felt the same?
That shot is off.
No.
And Minnesota the other way with it now.
I still don't care. I don't care.
Here's Anderson.
Kyle Anderson.
Finished off by Anderson.
If I feel like
Wendell Moore.
Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Sports all the time.
Here's Butler.
You know what? This cast that LeBron loved, how come they ended up over Cleveland? How come they ended up out of Miami?
Back to
How come they
Hero.
ended up out of LA? Because they didn't contribute
5
to
on the
a
clock.
formula. The
Over
same with
Edwards.
D-Wade, the same with Kobe, the
Hero,
same with
no
Shaq,
good.
the same with MJ,
Not sure
the
if
same
that's the
with
shot you were
everybody.
looking for,
You trying
but
to
it's a
win.
fairly clean
Okay,
look.
complacency and just collecting the check ain't cutting it.
Pass to
And so
Conley.
to me,
There's the
you're going
triple.
to reach a point where
Here's
you don't
Anderson.
believe
And the
that
layup
you
is
can
good.
get it
Kyle
done
Anderson.
together. If you trying to win, you
Kyle
care.
Anderson
If you
relies
trying
on
to
that
get paid,
and
and that's
his
all you care about, then you
anticipation
don't
skills.
care.
Leads to
Now, I can't
second
speak for
chance
what he
points.
felt, but I let him know what
And
I
still
felt,
by
and
Edwards.
that's why I've never harbored a scintilla of guilt. I said what I
And there's
meant. I meant what I
Anderson.
said. I didn't say
On the
he wasn't
assist by
talented. I didn't
Edwards.
say he should not have a job.
Pounding it
I didn't say
inside
that he
early
shouldn't
and
make his
often,
paper.
setting
I
a
said none of
physical
those
tone.
things. All I ever said was
Pass to Butler.
I
Zeller with the
don't
ball.
work together. Let him work with somebody else. Work with Marcellus Wiley or somebody.
And here's
he
Lowry.
might do some
He's
things.
guarded by
Shannon
Conley.
Sharp, somebody might do some things.
Lowry,
With other
good.
people, he might do some things.
Good score.
With me,
Lowry
and
takes
I
initiative
did not
and
work
looks
for
to
me
capitalize
because
inside.
I knew that wasn't going to be a winner for me.
Let me get one more.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
3-second violation. Heat ball. In the game,
Yes,
Max Struz.
But my thing with him is how he got to this.
For
And
Miami,
I
they've
want to
gone
get
1
your
for 3
opinion,
so far.
because to me, in the house I'm looking in, I mean,
Pass to Zeller.
maybe it's don't have the knowledge of this, but it looked like to me,
Now
from
Hero.
Cleveland,
Lets it go from deep.
And
And Conley grabs the miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Because of the big name he is, then you'll get a job automatically.
Here's more.
Without doing the other.
Edwards for three. Buries it for three.
Anthony Edwards.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
If that is how
Outside job. Pass to Butler.
I think that Brian Windhorst is a sensation.
Here's Hero.
I think it's great.
Miami, no good that time either.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Number two,
Here's Conley
I
to
don't
the
know
inside.
all the particulars of
Rudy
Gobert
Gobert.
with the stuff.
They played with fantastic energy from the
Timeout
opening
called for the Heat.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and
See,
knock
we
it
don't
back.
talk about that. We don't talk about
hoping to tap into something that'll get them quick.
Brian
Yeah,
Windhorst.
these guys need to work together as they
Substitution on the court.
carve out some easy
You might get
buckets.
through the door for a
Both
second.
teams deciding to
You
change
ain't
it up.
lasting unless you can get it done.
And here in the first
there's
quarter, a
whole
little over
bunch of
3.5
cats
minutes
that
played.
Get it done. And Brian Windhorst is one of them.
And here's Minnesota now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good
That
pace.
was what I was saying. That was a great job.
That's going to be the first foul of the game.
Anthony
Forbes is checked in for Anthony
Timberwolves
Edwards.
substitution.
Now
Brent
instead of
Forbes.
covering the team, cover him. You're going to pick the person who's
Lowry.
at the fire.
Minnesota
That's
foul.
fine.
Head to the line.
No problem.
Kyle
I
Anderson.
don't know if that's the case.
First
But let's just
personal
take your
foul.
hypothetical.
First
Because it could
team
be right. I
foul.
don't know. I just know he does a great
Now
job.
at the line.
What I
Free
was
throws
saying
good from
is
Lowry.
this.
He's
We
making the
live in a
most of
day and
every
age,
trip to the line,
particularly
providing for his team.
to black folks
Pass
in
to
this
Forbes.
industry. Say what you want about MJ, but who was his name? Samara Shaw.
Now here's Anderson. Defense right on it. It's rebounded by your 7. Miami trailing.
And everybody knew you want to talk to MJ.
And he lobs it up to the
Shaw
rim.
was his
Hey,
guy.
Seen that
You
from
know,
Ari.
Shaq,
Fantastic
no,
basketball.
they spoke to me. You know, they spoke to other people. They
Pass
spoke
to
to me.
Noel.
My boys, AI, needless to
Here's
say,
Forbes.
etc., etc. LeBron James, Brian
We've got
Windhorst,
28 seconds left in the first quarter
that's your
here.
call.
And he's
You
got
gotta
it
be right to
right
do what you do.
Hayward
But I'm just saying,
Husband.
again, I've said this before. I said, listen, there's no shame.
Second team foul.
Everybody can do what they want to do.
At the
But
line
I'm
for the
in my head
Timberwolves.
when the second camera, I was like, yo,
Nas
yo,
Reed.
consider it done. You see what I'm
He's
saying?
off on the
You
second.
got people that
The
you
Heat
look
have
out
gone 2 for 7. A
and
sluggish
you
start.
want to big
Here's
up the
Truce.
industry. And one of the things that I
With the
said,
second effort,
you know,
and
to
the
LeBron,
layup.
my dude sit up there and say, hey, yo, man,
Hey.
never seen that. Sit down with LeBron.
Love how he
It's time
puts
to
in the
since
work.
I called him out about his performance against Dallas
Pass
Mavericks.
to Reed.
And the NBA finals going cool as hell with LeBron.
Here's McLaughlin.
Great role model. But we don't rap like
Fires
that.
from
We just
deep.
cordial, respectful.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
That does it for the first
Your
quarter.
Miami Heat, 8. The Timberwolves, 13.
Numbers will get underway just after this short break.
I wasn't sure exactly. I can't remember what it was, but superstars like you said.
Time to turn up the heat
PAs
with your
on like yourself.
Miami Heat.
Like I told them this
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm speaking up for myself. You know, you got cats like Chris Hayes that's working for the NBA, that's great work for the team. You got Marcus Spears who's been covering the NBA for us, for the undefeated and all that stuff. And all this other stuff.
From Tyler Hero.
On the court for Minnesota.
Ross, you know, he used to work in Akron, Ohio. He used to work for the Akron Beacon Journal. He used to do work on the campus and stuff like that. So when you look at certain cats, and it's like, again, I would pick up the phone,
Coaches
call the
love
Wayne,
empty
what you need.
possessions. You
Floyd
gotta be able to hit the
what you
easy
need.
ones.
You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of athletes I'm calling. It's like, yo, yeah, you talk to everybody, but you understand the climate that we live in, the trials and tribulations that we have to go through as we're not in this nation, et cetera, et cetera. So when you look at white guys, who they talking to? Who's the brother, sister that's their liaison? I haven't seen one. You understand? There's always one of them. But when it comes to us, that ain't always the case. And so for me, I would look at Windhorst. I would look at any of these cats. I would look directly at the athlete because I'm telling you something right now. Me being in a position that I'm in, guess what? I'm speaking to you. Guess what? We're speaking to you a few hours or so later. It's going to be the sports brothers here in Miami. Why? Because they were on the graveyard shit. They were at midnight. Asked them. They asked me to come on. I came on live at 2 a.m.
And he throws it
2 a.m. Why? Because they were young brothers trying to make it. And they asked me to do in that favor. And I stayed up in the deep just to help Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas, the great Isaiah Thomas, two-time NBA champion, national champion, Indiana, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest point guards ever.
Miami foul. Cody Zeller.
It's going to go
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
And guys,
Rudy
let's get your
Gobert.
take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Establishing a paint presence
early
in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And another thing, they found the open man.
He
Really
don't do
playing
that for
unselfish
everybody.
basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
No good on that one.
Michael Wilbon, but outside of those two, I'm me, and Michael Jordan got that kind of love for me. Kobe, God rest his soul, the Black Mamba. How many times you seen me doing interviews with him? He ain't talking to the media. He go and they talk, but that's Stephen A. Come here. You see what I'm saying?
And
It's
he takes
stuff
the
like
second.
that. And what I do is I pay it forward. The same thing that you did for me. I
And it's
try to do
Miami's
for cats
ball.
in this industry. That's
on
what
a
it's
9-1
about.
run.
Nigga, you got that in your soul.
Pass to Butler.
That's what's
Now
up.
here's Zeller.
So let's move on.
Ooh, great D
We
that
have the
time
same
from
year as us up
Gobert.
here. With Scottie
What a
Pippen.
defensive play.
Nonsense
Gets the
going on
stop,
with Michael
does it
Jordan.
without
It's
foul.
crazy.
And he lobs it up top.
We're a little
Oh,
more
it's stolen by
watching
Zeller.
on our
Fast
show.
break Miami.
Yo, can't be.
Yeah, we can't.
Here's Strus.
Yeah, what's
Off the
up?
mouse.
Off the mark there with the three.
Is that we got our own opinion. Do you think this place is coming purely from
Here's
basketball,
Edwards.
or that Michael
Little
Jordan is
turnaround.
dating his baby
Ooh, poked
mama?
away. The kick out to
Jordan,
Conley. Once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to
Do you think
Strus.
all this hate towards Michael Jordan is because of that, or it's just
Butler
purely
with the ball.
basketball? But Scotty makes it like it's only basketball.
Perfect
And I think
night
it's
so far.
something
Chip,
outside of
me.
basketball.
I don't know the answer to that question. I just know my
Defenders
podcast.
well.
Timeout called for Minnesota.
Minnesota calls
I
timeout.
did ask the question because I don't know.
Right.
What I do know is that you're a six-time
Okay, Heat fans, show some love for your Heat dancers.
star team that you were on all 6 championships. You know, he was there when you had the migraine and couldn't show up. He wasn't there when you quit and refused to enter the game because Phil Jackson called the last play for you. He was there telling you don't sign that contract that you elected to sign and felt underpaid by. He was there for all that. And, you know, to me, to just go off on MJ like this now, it's like, wait a minute. You know, I saw when you kicked up your sneakers, showed you wearing the Jordans, begging them to come back. I saw all of that. So, I mean, come on, man, what you doing? And so, I mean, it was really unfortunate that Scotty would do that. I don't even know the answer to that question. As a
NBA, your Miami Heat dancers.
as a man,
Well, he's checked
it's
in
not
for Anthony Edwards,
far-fetched.
too. And it's
If I got an issue with you, I'm jealous I don't make any money. I feel you should have looked out for me better than you
That shot missing.
You know, The Last Dance, you had editorial control
Anderson
over
against
that,
Robinson.
and look at how you portrayed me in that in my mind. Yeah, that might agitate me,
personal
no
foul.
doubt
Players
about
leading
it.
the way in
Second team
But
foul.
if that
postseason,
agitates you,
the fourth spot.
Now
I
at the
can't
line,
imagine.
And of
Duncan
course,
Robinson.
Those two
His
guys
son.
have been dynamic in the postseason,
Hook it up with your ex-wife.
providing a lot of
Would
playmaking.
not agitate you. Now, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. I mean, some of us are made from a different cloth. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm not with you, I have my time. Live your life.
Free throw
You know,
good,
but there are
Robinson.
some other
From
people, some other
undrafted to
men
a vital
that have
role
a very,
player,
very
Duncan
difficult
Robinson has
time
become
moving
one of
on
the game's most
in
lethal
that regard.
three-point
That's
shooters.
not unreasonable, but I don't get into it because that's so personal.
Right.
And if he did feel that way, you sort of can't blame him. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you can't control his son. You know, 'cause
And
it's
both free throws
it's
good for
entirely
Robinson.
possible the son, the
The
father would have went to the
Timberwolves
son
have
and
gone
the
0
son
for
like,
6 in the second.
man,
Not looking good.
I'm a grown man, and
That's
that's what I want to do. That is possible, but I'm just saying that we just don't know, and I
Minute
don't want
32
to. I
left
don't
in
want
the
to
second.
speculate it because I wouldn't even blame him. I wouldn't even blame him
Clock
if
at
he
6.
didn't feel that way.
Here's
I
Forbes.
really wouldn't.
They get the rebound.
I've been seeing Mike going to him.
See how seriously Gobert takes
Scotty
rebounding and
is
just
mad
getting
because
after
that's my
it. Great
Scotty's
activity.
upset like
Minnesota
you said.
Draws the
foul.
foul. And it didn't
Rudy
matter.
Scotty,
Gobert.
yo, your
First
anger
personal
just
foul.
sounds so crazy.
Third team foul.
It's like
A horrible player.
Now at the line, Duncan Robinson.
You know, the greatest player who's ever lived. You know, you came into the league averaging 7. Michael Jordan averaged 28 his rookie year.
Yeah.
His rookie year.
Yeah.
10-time scoring champion, 9-time All-NBA defensive player, 6-time champion, 6 NBA Finals MVPs. I mean, really?
No good on the
really,
free
that's what
throw.
we doing? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's clear to me.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it's it's definitely over women, and I understand that because I went through that.
I don't think
He hits the second from the line.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw
Michael
line.
Jordan owns the Jordan
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Gobert. 5 points in the game.
At one point in time. So let's understand. They're oceans.
I didn't know that.
They're
Here's
oceans. He
McLaughlin.
when he first
Pass to
retired, he went for the
Gobert.
Bulls.
Fires the
What
three.
was he doing?
Oh,
I don't
drew
even
the
know.
foul and
So then
almost hit the
I
three-point bucket.
don't know what the hell it was. But it wasn't as an assistant coach. It wasn't as an assistant coach. It wasn't as a player personnel. It wasn't as an assistant to the VP or the GM. It wasn't none of that.
Free throw is
It wasn't
good.
none of that. Really, it wasn't.
The last one's off.
So,
They'll
well,
settle for
I wanna
2.
ask you now,
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Robinson passes to Butler. And here's your center. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Noel. Off the left rim and out. The Heat have got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
Towards Achilles or whatever, he's up there crying.
Yeah.
And really
Here's
emotional,
Forbes.
with the
Butler covering.
I believe that Draymond's contract is coming up soon. Clay's contract is coming up soon. And they're going to want to get paid because they have personal
Here's
relationships.
Forbes.
With
And we're through the first
At the end of the first half, with the score, Miami Heat 22, the Timberwolves 18.
Well, you will not find
Fans please give a big round of applause for the Heat Youth
What
team.
might be a hard-fought struggle, and tonight certainly had.
Here's the tip. And I know Bob Marcus very well. When you're working for it on a Joe Lakers game, the brother ain't playing, he want to win. He wants to eclipse the
Your
Bulls and
Heat
Celtics.
Youth next team.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
Yeah, we
Right
had a
back into the
feeling he's
franchise,
up in this
and the
one.
franchise
So
in itself
far,
is value elevated as a result.
That
But
may
he's
be
not
just
playing.
the
He don't
beginning.
care. He
He
don't
might
care
try
about
to
who he's
carry
spending
this team
300,
across the
400
finish
million in
line
luxury tax. He
himself.
don't care. I mean, he's
On the
that,
wing, it'll be Hero
that
and
fixated on
Cody
winning.
Zeller is out
That's
there
a
with Kevin
pressure
Love.
cooker of a
And it's Lowry
situation.
in at the point. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. And the basket is good. What a move by Lowry. Create shots with his hands. Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. The floater. And Lowry with the defensive effort.
They're the heir apparent. You know that if you Bob Myers.
Butler against
You
Anderson.
don't want 4 championships. You want, been the 6 in the last
Now
9
Hero.
years NBA Finals.
Well,
that
he
is.
hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Shot clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
So if you have that going on for yourself,
Here's Edwards. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by
Minnesota ball.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, you can feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
To him about that as of yet, but to me, I would
Substitution on the court.
Butler.
Timeout called for
Also making a
Minnesota.
change. Reeds checked in for Rudy Gobert. Timeout called the Timberwolves.
Looking now for some
Here come the Heat dancers, everybody. Let's get
Good
live.
time to maybe switch up your strategy a little
Make
bit.
some noise one more time
What you're
for
doing
your
right
Heat
now.
dancers.
Times that we're living in, the woke culture and all of that stuff. You got xenophobia, you got transphobia,
Here's Edwards.
you got homophobia, and all of that
Miami
stuff
on D.
going on. But back
They haven't
Wendell
given up
Moore.
any points here in the second half.
Well, they get one to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Found God and was more religious than ever before.
Back to
My
Lowry.
personal opinion is that Mark Jackson
And he
spoke
makes it
out about some things,
allowed.
turned
Lowry's got a few
around,
points in the quarter.
and
Muscling through
From back
contact.
through.
Lowry's
so
special
I
teams.
think because there's
Very
no
strong
excuse
upper
for
body.
not taking that head coaching job by now considering the job he
Lowry
did
against
in
Conley.
Golden State
Pass to
that
Reed.
set things up with Steve Kerr and being the success that Steve Kerr and the
just 5 to shoot. Back to Conley.
Tradition shows that
off target with the 3 for Miami. They've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
Look at the success
Lowry, no good. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half.
And so because he put all
here's more, covered by Strus.
Draymond Green,
pass to Moore.
A couple of years after Steph arrived, because of all of this stuff.
Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out, and it's Miami the
other
other way.
What usually happens. That did not happen in this particular situation. I believe that's the reason.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Hero, the pass to Strus. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. It's his first foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here.
Team foul.
Saying what I said.
Substitution on the court.
For the Timberwolves.
Of course, they wanted him to do some things. They would like to talk to whatever. He's very dogged, very strong-willed, and wants to do things his way.
Hero against Edwards.
Coaching. But he had also spoken out when people were celebrating the president coming
keeps
out.
going.
And
3 minutes into the second half.
Homosexual.
Off target.
Can you believe it?
It's all comes of that again.
Yet this
That's
team
just my
still
personal
continues to
opinion.
hold the
Something
lead.
that I've said on
That's
TV.
a shot he like, man. He's usually going to make
Echo
those.
certain sentiments. If the industry turns against you because of it, it's pretty
Now here's
hard.
Lowry. Not a lot of room. And you're 7 gets
there.
Not the biggest of players out there, Lowry, but he has no problem seeing through the defense with that pick and roll.
Assume that when nobody likes to talk about it. Let me ask you this: what do you feel about
Anderson
players
against
missing
Zeller.
games
Pass
and
to
not giving
McLaughlin.
explanations of why they miss games and they get bad?
5 to shoot. Looking to win the drought. Another miss by
They're
Minnesota. The
And
Heat
I
have
don't
gone
like
3 of
it.
7 here in this third quarter.
I'm gonna call their asses out every chance I get. I don't care.
Lowry
We said
outside.
some things confidential. We said some things about when Andrew Wiggins missed games. They're like, oh, y'all jumping, But the whole thing
On
is
the
for
wings,
us,
Strus.
we're like, if you don't explain us, we're gonna
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
I'm not talking
They've
about
been having
something like
major
that.
problems
For example,
offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And the foul is called. He missed it. So he's got a couple free throws coming his way.
First personal foul.
To Kyle Lowry.
First team foul.
Anderson can do it all.
Shooting for Minnesota. Kyle Anderson.
Watch out.
They just said he's missing.
Right, and they shouldn't do that. But the teams have their way of doing things, and a lot of times the players do get a bad rap because the teams are the ones that control their message.
And he drops the first.
A lot of times
So
when they
both
skip the
teams
time,
changing
it's
it up
because
here.
the team set up there and said you ain't playing. Strength and conditioning coaches and stuff like that. Team doctors, we signed you to this contract. We're trying to preserve you for it. We make our most money come playoff time. We need you there. We don't need you out there. There are teams that put their fingerprints
And
on things
Anderson
and
drops
stuff
them
to
both.
some degree. So that's accurate. I'm talking
40
about
seconds
players
left in the third
that,
quarter.
You
Pass to
going
Strus.
home in April every year.
Now
And
here's
you
your 7,
exercise
defended
a
by
load
Gobert.
management during the season. Or even
Here's
if you
7,
go into
passes
the
to
playoffs
Robinson.
and you miss it.
Sweet
2
little
games,
floater.
5 games. Watch you on the bench and street clothes. You're clearly healthy. You're smiling, chilling, living your life. Fans came through the turnstiles to see you. They got no heads up, no warning whatsoever that you wouldn't be playing, and you don't seem to give a shit. Now that's a problem. That's something that has to change. You can't have that
The
going on.
Timberwolves need to get off the shot here.
Listen, my
Here's
attitude is
Gobert.
this.
Knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over,
During the
but it
season,
turns
you
out
ain't
the
practicing every
officials
day.
are going to
You know,
review the
I
play.
mean, you talking
trying to
about
see
a
if he
league that was
released the
built
ball
on
before
cats
the buzzer or
that
not.
had to fly commercial. They
And
didn't
I couldn't
have
tell
chartered
exactly
flights.
what happened.
They didn't have
And
first
apparently,
class.
I
They
guess
weren't
the
sleeping in
refs didn't get a
5-star
clear look
hotels.
at it
They
either.
didn't get a per
They
diem.
have
They
to
didn't
get
have
it right because
massage
this is a
therapists,
big
people for
moment in the
pedicures,
game.
manicures, and all of this stuff. They didn't have all of that. All right, you get
That's
everything.
what I be talking
You
about
get
right
everything,
there.
and you're still taking time off.
Yeah.
If you add it all up, take the 5 to 6 months a year you got off, combined with the time you taking off.
replay was-
And getting paid 9 figures. Average salary exceeds 10
But at the end of the day,
and you're trying to tell me that you can't show up 82 nights a year, even if you want to
the
go
third
for 10
quarter.
minutes.
Heat
You
out
can't just
front,
show up.
up 6.
Now, come on, man.
Don't go
I'm not
anywhere.
buying
The
it. And I
final
think they
quarter
do need
is
to be held
coming up
accountable
next
for it.
on 2K
But
Sports.
how? Well, again, I don't know how you can do that because, again, once their contracts are
All right,
guaranteed.
let's take a look at our
Me
assist of the
personally,
game
I
presented
would've
by
messed
State
with their
Farm.
money.
Y'all would have
tell
messed
you
with
what,
their money.
this was
And
a
I would be like, this shit, man,
no-brainer
you
tonight.
gonna sit on that bench.
Take a
Now,
look
you
at
sign
the
some more, you gonna
precision
take
on
some
this
bitches.
feed.
You gonna do something.
Couldn't place it
You
any
deserve that for
better.
this money.
This is
Because
why you
remember,
preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
They came to see him. And so remember
Well, this
how
has been a
Steph
great
Curry was
contest so
passed
far. I imagine the fourth
Remember
quarter
how
could have more action in store for
sat
us.
him out.
Setting the
And it
floor
was
for the
this little girl
Timberwolves.
that they showed on
Nas
TV
Reed
that
out
was
there with
crying her
Edwards.
heart out because
Then there's Mike
she came to
Conley.
see
Then
Steph
there's
Curry.
Rudy Gobert.
But the
And
next
it's Noel
time,
in at
Steph
the
Curry
2.
came to
Butler. And
Count it, Chin.
They
Me.
made sure, you know, he
Butler.
went to his team, looked up to the bitches, but I think
Guys, what do you think so
Mike came to
far
San
on the
Francisco
offensive
to watch her play because she was so hard. His heart was in the right place. So he made up for it. You see what I'm saying? Because he didn't know.
Now at the line,
You got some players
Jimmy
that take
Butler.
advantage of the You got some players that don't give a damn.
Very aggressive in
And if you
exploiting
don't
the
give a
lack of
damn,
concentration.
then we don't need
Zellers checked in for Miami.
sometimes.
Kyle
So we
Lowry
need to
comes
affect
in
your
for
money.
Strus.
We need to make sure
What's
that you don't
impressive
care about
about
it as much
Jimmy
as you
is
want the
how
fans
much
to
of
care
a
about it.
one-man
Because
army
remember,
he
if
can
I don't
be.
get the
He
points,
makes the effort to
I
be
go
everywhere on the
for free.
floor and
I'll
does
pay.
all he
I
can
got that kind of
to help
access
his
to it.
team.
A lot of people do.
The shot by
Millions
Conley,
upon
no
millions
good.
of people.
Yeah,
only
he's
get to see
kicking
them that
himself.
one time.
No
And it's a
defenders
damn
to be
shame that they
found
don't
in
think
that
about that in
mid-range
this day and
area.
age. But there are plenty of players who do not think about that.
Here's
That is
Lowry.
the shit.
Here's Love.
Now,
That's good.
Kevin.
And so Lowry with the assist. And the Heat lead by 11.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Reed.
Okay, so we're just gonna get straight into
Miami
it.
foul.
We're at the point
He'll
where
have the
Kevin
line to
Love.
shoot two.
First personal
It's going to be
foul.
on
basically
Kevin
they-
Love.
First
they
team
cancel
foul.
themselves.
Shooting for Minnesota.
No, I don't feel like
Reed.
it's safe for me because I think that when you're associated with Walt Disney, you know, the one thing about me that I think that I praise myself for is that I maneuver through a minefield every day. How do I be a real
And he knocks down the first one.
authentic as
Tyler
I can
Heroes checked
possibly
in for
be
Miami.
while still operating under the confines of corporate America? And Walt Disney is the very personification of corporate America. You got shareholders to consider, you know, not just the employees and the contemporaries that you
That's
work
also
with.
good.
You
So he
got
hits both free
shareholders. It's
throws.
about the bottom
They're doing
line.
some good work at the line
The
this half.
slightest little
The Heat with the
thing
lead.
that affects their
Outside
image
Butler.
can influence the stock market.
Pass to
And
Hero.
that's
Now
what you have
Zeller.
to be mindful
Reed
of.
defending.
You can have this attitude that you don't care, you don't give a damn.
Back to
And
Hero.
that's true.
Now here's
That's
Lowry.
true. But here's the flip side.
Over
To be in the
Conley.
position that I'm in,
Lowry, no good.
understand
Empty possession,
outside
and
of
you
my
don't want
talents
to miss
as
these
a
easy
journalist,
looks.
writer, reporter,
And that one's
pundit,
good.
Mike
whatever.
Conley.
You know, he
The
left
biggest
them
reason
frozen.
that I'm
The
successful is
quick
that I
move by
really
Mike
trust
Conley. Beautiful.
You know I'm going to show up to work every day. You know
Pass
I'm
to
gonna
Hero.
give it all I have. And you know I'm going to represent us in the best fashion imaginable. Why do I accept that responsibility? Because the treasure's
Outside Butler.
basis of cameras on the come up. Coming up.
And it's
You're
Gobert with a
next in
rebound.
line, potentially.
Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game.
I mess it up for everybody. And so for me, I
Butler
accept
against
that
Conley.
accountability. Where
Can't
I'm
cash in the
hard
10-footer.
is when you have
The
brothers
Heat
that
have
are
gotten half of their
pioneers
attempts to
that have
fall
done
in the
it.
fourth.
Not even
2 for 4
pioneers,
now.
they followed up pioneers.
And Lowry
They
puts
know
up a
the
deep
responsibility.
And they
don't
recover
care.
it. Can't
And
connect
they
from
know
long
it's
distance.
gonna cost other people.
Pass to
Now, I
Moore.
understand you gotta have a level of intestinal fortitude. You gotta be able to take it. Some people just can't.
Started by Lowry.
Frustrations of corporate America.
The
They
shot by
creep up
Conley,
on you.
no
I
good.
get that.
And for Miami,
But
they're shooting at
it's a
45% of the
difference
game
between
so far.
taking a
And one. Chip. Me.
That's
You know
different.
what, this is a skill set here to take the dunk and stay on ball after initial
Anderson's checked in for Reed.
Personal foul.
Anthony Edwards.
Second team foul. Now at the line, Jimmy Butler. 1.
You can be real unemployed. You can be a whole bunch of real
That's good
things.
from Butler.
And so to me, it's important.
Time running out for the Timberwolves.
I make sure
Inside, here's Anderson.
Kyle Anderson.
Finished off by
Assisted.
Anderson.
This
Anthony
is one
Edwards.
leading that play. A sure passer, great
Timeout
awareness.
called for the Heat.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
It may be a player's league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that wasn't the case, we wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
trust me. You trust my us. So I'm using that excuse to close the door and set up personal mistake. Because I'm here and I'm showing you. I don't necessarily, I will not necessarily.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat dancers.
But for your bottom line, if
Time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat dancers.
Time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Mike Conley.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Timberwolves foul. Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Possession will determine the outcome. Let's stay locked in.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
You know, the universal theme to Lowry's game is toughness, mentally and physically. He tries to wear you down.
Tyler Hero. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
So the first one drops.
Anthony Edwards.
And that brings it within single digits. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Cans it from short range.
Not lacking confidence. Love seeing him go up strong with this one.
Edwards pass to Anderson. And Edwards with the
Anthony
basket
Edwards.
on the assist by Anderson.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Stolen by Anderson. Outside Edwards.
Let's get to it. Are y'all ready? Okay. Who would you rather have on your team?
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Rebound by the Heat.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Back to Butler. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Butler.
Leaving nothing
From
to
Kyle
chance.
Lowry.
This run shutting the door.
Not messing around at all. They were
Anthony
focused,
Edwards.
relentless, and they got the job done. Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Butler passes to Zeller. To the paint. Lowry, good. And the Heat lead by 11.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Exactly.
Outside Butler.
He get the same chips.
Because Steph Curry is the greatest shooter.
Heat win.
Allen Iverson
Heat win.
shoot
And
like
they
that.
For Miami Heat. 46. The Timberwolves. 35.
About 32% from deep.
What a moment.
We'd like to say thank you to everyone who came out to tonight's game. Please get home safely, and we hope you'll come back and see us again very soon.
This team has leaned on its solidarity all year, Grant.
You know, B.A., when guys want to play for one another, the sum becomes greater than its parts. This club really bonded together in the face of adversity, time and time again, standing tall as one.
Well, it's been a beautiful thing to watch. And a special thanks to everyone out there from 2K Sports. We couldn't make it happen without you. Good night, and be well.
I gotta hear that. I don't believe anything.
Not only that,
I don't believe anything.
as somebody that covered Allen Iverson every game of his career in Philadelphia, every game. Every game.
With Clay.
AI was a steals leader. AI was a steals leader because AI would be the first to tell you he couldn't guard anybody straight. So he would go and anticipate steals because he couldn't guard anybody straight up.
But you
He would
can't
tell you,
underestimate steals, though. Steals not a big
no, I think it matters. I think it matters. I'm just saying to you that Allen Iverson is phenomenal and great as he was, worthy of the Hall of Fame, a giant, a miniature giant as far as I'm concerned. He was not Steph Curry.
No, we're not saying he was, but if you put him on Golden State, they would get 5 chips.
I disagree.
You have the right to believe
I think when Golden State.
You do.
Remember when Golden State overcame? Golden State overcame Oklahoma City the year that Kevin Durant left? Yeah. They would go to Oklahoma City was up 3-1. If Allen Iverson with that team is down 3-1 to Kevin Durant and Westbrook, Oklahoma City wins that series.
You using one series, man.
I'm not using one series. I can give you more.
Listen,
I can give you more.
listen, man.
Stephen A., I don't know about this. I really don't know about this. I was letting Cam talk. I don't know about this. Listen. If you put AI at the top of that perimeter with Clay and the rest of the team that he had, it would be impossible to stop him.
I'm telling you right now, Allen Iverson, I'm not saying he wouldn't have won
He
rings.
took him to the chip without any of them.
I'm not saying he would have won rings. I'm saying, first of all,
he wouldn't have won a ring. I wouldn't from you.
Team that Allison took to the championship. Did Steph Curry take that team to the championship?
yes.
Oh my goodness. See, it's something in that cup. Check that cup. It's something in that cup.
Can I tell you why?
No.
Covering the team, I saw what Larry Brown and Billy King did. And they looked at Allen Iverson's scoring ability, and they meticulously picked each spot for people who would do their jobs and do everything else so he could feel free to score. They did everything else. I don't look at it as, yes, Allen Iverson did lead the Philadelphia 76ers with a scoring machine. He was a league MVP. He was absolutely sensational. I never missed a game. But I will tell you that when you look at Theo Ratliff and he gets hurt and they go and they acquire the Dikembe Mutombo, when you look at Tyronn Hill, George Lynch, Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, all of these guys, their jobs was to do specifically what they were brought there to do. And I'm saying to you, they would have freed Steph Curry up to simply shoot. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
East Coast, they would have been banging. He wouldn't have been able to get that.
Okay, so you're saying he would have been hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's a different argument. No, I'm talking now. We're not taking that as guy. I'm talking if you're healthy and you're on the court, his game, Allen Iverson's game, because of the way the team was constructed, I believe that Steph Curry would have been Steph Curry, which means he would have shot better than 40% from three. He would have shot better than 47% from the field. He would have made it.
I don't think Larry Brown would have let that man three.
Yeah,
that's fair.
He would have never shot from the logo like that.
I would say this to you. Steve Kerr was that type. Remember one of those highlights when Steph Curry dribbling and he's like, no, because Steph Curry is one of those rare breeds that you look at him, no, and you gotta concede because his shooting is that great.
He would have had Larry Brain blood pressure too high to play.
I'm gonna let y'all agree to disagree, but now I'm gonna give a list of basketball duos. I want you to tell me who you believe is the best and who you believe is the worst. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, and LeBron and AD. Who's the best? Who's the worst?
For me right now, it's Jokic and Murray because of what they're doing.
The best for you?
I said right now.
No, I'm saying
the best.
But they're your best.
The best. I would tell you they're the best because their symmetry with one another is unparalleled. Clay has fallen off a touch. We got to acknowledge that. Do I believe he'll come back? Yes, but he's fallen off a little bit. Obviously, Tatum and Brown is something special. Here's the problem. They don't play together. They just wear the same uniform. They're not on both sides of the court feeding off of one another and capitalize off of each other's greatness. It's your turn, do your thing. Okay, it's my turn, I do my thing. They don't work together. Jokic and Murray works together. But I would still put LeBron and Anthony Davis last for one reason and one reason only. Anthony Davis misses too many damn games. That's my problem. I'm not talking skill. I'm talking about he's literally not reliable for consecutive games. In, out, in, out, in, out. At his best, they'd be number one. The problem is you can't rely on him game to game. That's why he has to be fourth.
What you think, Murdo?
I think Tatum and Brown, their issue is that they're both great, but the offense should run through Jaylen Brown. If I was a coach, I'd run it through Jaylen Brown. I think the idea of them both playing together, because they're unsure of who should shoot the last shot, a lot of times that's what break their offense up.
So do you make them your worst?
I would make them my worst.
I think you're insane to say that Jaylen Brown should have be the number one option ahead of Jason Tatum.
Yes.
No one, you can't find an NBA person that would agree with you on that. And we love Jaylen Brown.
No, and that's okay.
You can't find it.
And that's okay. Right. But that's why they keep losing, because they're doing the thing you put.
Well, how they keep losing? They within the
All right, here we are together in the rec sweats on just so I can see a little crystal clear and get this W.
LG looking spiffy right now.
Watch him work. He wears slip-ons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talent and
No, we
heart
call
is two
those
different things.
the jailhouse
Watching
works
that
right
with
there.
my he's not the boy fault.
All right, let's
Listen,
go.
You know what's funny? So the thing that's funny is that me and
This should be off,
Brand was
so.
talking
Good
about
start,
doing
good
the
start.
Brand. He's
You
like,
need it?
Boston is the most complete team. This
Oh,
is,
yeah.
This is
Baby
first,
Shaq.
second round.
Let's go.
Good shake,
And I
good
say
shake.
it's something about Boston that
That's
when
all.
it's time,
Exactly.
it's just that I don't trust them. He's like, Cam, you don't know what you're talking about. They're the most. I think they are. But when it's time, I don't know what it is. You got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, who breaks Larry Bird's records and this, that, and the third. And he just beat 150 games. But who would you rather have, Larry Bird or Jason Tatum?
Take a look at the Pistons.
Well,
They come
the
into this
answer to
game
that
too,
was
Greg,
the
with
same.
everything
You
to
asked me
play
about
for.
LeBron James or
And
Larry
Kevin,
Bird.
let's
I
be
used to
honest.
like
This is more or
LeBron
less
James
a
first 46
must-win
minutes
game for them.
the last
As the
two.
lower
So you're
seed,
saying
putting
that's how they
yourself
do
in a
with heart.
2-0
That's
hole
what I'm
makes
trying
the
to
job
get.
that
But the
much tougher.
shooting ability
They need to steal home
You
court
said
advantage
that you had
tonight
Jason
to have
Tatum
any
for the
chance
46. I know
in
you
this
said
series.
LeBron, but you said that same
And a look at the
equation
starters
with
for the
Jason Tatum
Pistons.
for 46 minutes.
Tyus
Larry
Jones
Bird.
out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot.
No, I'm saying for me, not
A
Larry
3
Bird.
from MP. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Asserting himself from range. MP doing his
We'll have
part.
to-
Wait.
That defense out.
No.
We'll have to get into that another day. We'll have to get into that another day.
It's a 3-point game.
What do you think?
We'll go all day.
What do you think happened
Aston Moore.
last couple minutes? What does that have?
Free throw line jump shot. That shot is up.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Not at the biggest, like,
Inside. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's MP. Ball with the bucket.
Now, that's how you orchestrate the pick and roll. MP with a great feed there to his
It's about a
teammate.
heart when you don't show up at all. Now, I don't like saying this,
The Pistons
but
have
James
gone
Harden
1 of
would
3
be
for
an
the field
example.
to start this
Like,
one so
yo,
far.
you've had
Outside,
ample
Jones.
opportunities to show up with a closeout game on the line. You're about to get
And
set
in the
home,
first, a
and
little
you show
over a
up
minute
he
and a half
hasn't.
in.
Repeatedly.
That's a 2 from
That's not
Cunningham.
Jason Tatum. In,
And he's
out,
off
in,
on his
out,
first shot
in,
of the game.
out. So it's
Well,
not
the
a
defense
matter
got
of
lucky
because you
there
show
with
up
him
sometimes,
missing
other
it.
times you
But they
have
don't
it.
want to
You
chance
have it.
that again.
This inconsistency.
The 3 from MP.
Larry Bird say, look, I'm better
Rebound
than
by
you.
Andrews.
I'm gonna play you.
Larry Bird was
With my left hand.
Larry Bird
Guys are looking for a spot
Larry Bird
here.
was sensational.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Jones for 3. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Elevate himself in pressure moments. He couldn't sustain it physically over the course of 48 minutes.
So you're basically saying I know the best ability is availability, but we're just using that prime time
More
healthy
outside.
Larry Bird.
The
Then I would
Pistons
pick
working the
Larry
ball
Bird.
around
Okay,
now.
that's
From
what I'm
downtown.
saying. I don't have a problem with
The
that.
energy on D from MP, making a clear difference on that end.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possession.
Now, here's MP. Lets it go with a 3. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the
Every
floor.
time you're waiting for him to show up in those pressure moments, he has it,
More outside.
and that's a problem.
And then before we wrap, what's your best and worst duo?
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Jones, no luck.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
MP passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Spreading the wealth, MP just has a knack for doing that on and off the court.
Like, I don't care. Because when Klay Thompson plays, he's in the championship.
And here's Jones.
Yeah, like Stephen A. said.
More outside.
He doesn't look the same. So I'm going to give him another year, then I'm going to be like, what's going on?
Kicks it out to Jones. And stolen by MP.
Okay, again, Stephen A.,
And
thank
here's
you
the
so
fast
much
break
for
time
being
leading the
here.
way.
Yes.
Shoots from 12. And
Yes.
Charlotte
And
again
make sure
with
to
the bucket.
hashtag it is what it is.
Well,
Let us
it's
know.
obvious
Let
that
us know your
Ball
thoughts on
knows
the Stephen
exactly
A.
how to
interview.
work the
We'll be
angles.
right back.
He gets the ball to a wide open shooter just about every time.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Patterson. And here's Diallo.
Fuck you.
Here's Patterson.
We just want
6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Posey. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Why are they playing?
MP looking around.
They put speakers in the bottom, so I just want to hear the sound. Can we go?
And that one is good. MP's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Posey with it, covered by MP. The pass to Patterson. Now here's Diallo. Tight defense on him. Here's Posey. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so it's Bolden with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Here's MP.
Yeah, it does.
It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
$100,000
nice
car.
Play, and you
Guaranteed.
can see they're gathering
momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
That's the Daytona. The Daytona. It don't sound electric. Ain't no fucking way I going about goddamn
Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Posey, no
electric. Out of all the electric cars, where's my dick? I'd get that one. I'd get that one. Dale Earnhardt wouldn't have a goddamn electric vehicle.
MP outside.
Rolled it is great, goddammit.
Again with the bucket.
Where's his son?
I like their focus coming
Where's
in.
Junior at?
Terrific execution so far.
Get Junior over
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've
what would
come
your
in
daddy
with.
say?
Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's MP.
Great godfather. Dale Earnhardt Sr. with
He finishes
fucking
with 9
Stanford.
points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of...
We need a fucking Dale Sr. in here, dude. I mean, you got fucking Red Wings there.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Cunningham is out there with Jones, and it's Hendricks in at the 4-man position. And now it's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He had 16 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. He's enjoying a breakout season. Performances like this have really become the norm for him. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Cloud passes to MP.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. I just found it. I seen a couple clips of it. Yeah, I've heard it.
Down low.
I seen a couple clips.
Here's Ball.
And they film it like cops.
Good,
like,
and the assist goes to MP.
Like they're doing that.
MP's got his 3rd assist on the night.
She's like, yeah, you can call me if you want to reach me.
Pistons trail by 11.
Ask for my name. You know, I'll leave whatever I'm doing. Like I don't care. Chasing
outside Jones.
It's fucking hilarious.
I love that show. It's always
over MP.
Kyle probably
kept alive. And that one's good. Andrew.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
And now the first time out called here for the Hornets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Milksteak. Do you remember his dating profile, Charlie's? What are your hobbies?
Lets it fly.
That's
the shot.
What do you like?
The dish to MP.
Milkshake. If you know, you know.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means.
Beyond the leaning,
Just put steak.
you can see his feet weren't set on that screen, easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Who was it? When they were having the funeral for
Pistons trail by 9.
Like DeAndre's fake baby.
Yeah.
And you know, he's like.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
You know, during these times, I really like to wash down.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Delicious.
Hornets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Ball, the pass to McCloud.
They put the dead dog in it. Like, you want me to get rid of
Here
the
is
dog,
Shaw.
didn't you?
Where's on zone? The one where they got the like
Right
Virgin
side,
Mary,
ball.
like,
And here's MP for 3. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Talent on full display for MP.
Like when,
this guy's putting
Charlie,
on a clinic.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
So he huffs paint.
Here's Hendricks.
Out, and then he goes,
Bridges with some nice defense.
Fuck yourself.
Those are chances.
And then after when it's all
Almost
done, and
always
then everyone
you can
left
rely
already,
on him
he
to
goes,
get you 2 points,
like
but the
with
D,
Song
just enough to keep him out of it. And what
love
we
their
appreciate
relationship.
about MP is how even-keeled he is. He's someone his guys love playing with.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
One of Ray Liotta's last movie.
Hendricks, defended by Bridges.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
No, this is Charlie's movie.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit, down by 12. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Here's MP. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Shaw with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 14. 1:02 left in the first half of the game. He feeds it to MP. Charlotte moving it around. Bridges shot. Good.
Oh, and his wife.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Pistons trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Cunningham. 40 seconds left now here in the second. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
MP dishes to Bridges, and the shot goes in. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cunningham passes to Andrews. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Will it go? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Pistons shooting their initial free throws of the game right. And so it's Charlotte in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing.
Damn, they have a crazy cast.
Yeah, it's all his friends, but it's just so simple. It's just a guy that can't fucking speak, and then he gets out.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinal.
I like it. I like when they.
You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Bridges out there with Shaw. Then it's MP. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's McLeod in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
Watch The Walking Dead.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent but played with a blue-collar mindset.
I finally convinced Lexi and Ray.
MP against Jones.
Yeah, finally convinced.
Walking Dead.
6 to shoot. To the middle.
What season are you on?
And he banks in the layup.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Hornets leading by 17.
So good. It's such a good job. Let me know the minute you're on the season.
Now, here's MP. He's got 14, and Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Cunningham kicks to Jones. Moore outside.
God damn it.
Mr. Universe.
Here's Cunningham.
And then now
it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
It's like, this guy's just out here doing shit. Just doing whatever he wants. I guess you can. Yeah. When you were like the governor of California, what's next? Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
where do you go from there? Like,
I don't know. I thought he would just relax. You know?
Pocket 2, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Cut that part. Cut that out.
Yeah. Cut that part out. That didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Because I'm a stud. I do what I like. You see that video with him with cigars?
4 seconds left.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Ball. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now, here's Cunningham. He's guarded closer, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And a deep 3 from MP. Rebound by the Pistons.
They even take quotes from Jingle All the Way.
Jones looking for an opening.
Where it's called putting that cookie down now.
Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. Deep 2 from Ball. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
He also did
Moore outside.
What? I don't know why he
passes it to Jones.
There's no way that.
I was like, dog. But it was
off target from 3-point range.
Crazy for a guy who's like a top. Was a top.
Ball dishes to MP.
I don't know. I couldn't give it up.
Back to Ball.
I don't get it.
Bridges trying to free himself up, and it's Ball that time on the assist by MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Hornets making a change here. Aldrin's checked in.
From the strip club, but yeah, man, I get it.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Adkins passes to Patterson.
It's hard.
Leaner from distance. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
In the basket by McLeod.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Still the same. No, but,
to the wing right side.
I do like a Cheeto diet, so it's a form of keto, so, but like I don't fully commit to it.
124 left in the third quarter.
You just lower the carbs.
Which is like most people would
5 to shoot. MP passes to Shaw.
Just don't need as much carbs.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
For some, it's not.
Shaw's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The pass to Diallo to end the run. Pistons keep it alive.
Like especially like me, like I'm on midnights right now.
Tries again. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Something to keep the energy.
Ball's got his fourth rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Like waking up and you're having fucking.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Yeah, I feel like I always said
pulls from the top of the key. Cozy, no luck.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing's going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
It's a hand on it. It's hauled in by MP.
When the pandemic first hit,
and stolen by Diallo.
Grocery stores at the time was rice cakes. Everyone's
in the corner, it's Patterson. Launches it. The offensive rebound. And so it's Charlotte, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights.
Except that I was killing like the whole thing.
And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve.
It would be just the two. It would be like no 7 that are take the whole row. Yeah. But I'm telling you, Matt. I don't know what you. I don't want to fuck with your guy too much, but I'm telling you, dude. Like, try.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Isn't that a pancake place? Yeah. Pretty good. My mom and brother went last week. Pretty good. Pretty expensive.
And it's Jones with the ball for Detroit.
Well, that's going to wrap this one up. Fans are already starting to flood the exits. This is going to go down as a big game to win for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out.
That's a Waffle House thing.
A clinic was put on display here today.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swag.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into game 3.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's Moore in at the small forward.
That's it.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round.
Just cooking and eating at the same time. This one looks good. I'm keeping this one. Like, oh, don't hand that one out, Chase. That one's a little too